Former UFC light heavyweight champion Jiri Prochazka declined a title fight offer to focus on his university exams. His manager, Tim Simpson, stated that Prochazka is committed to completing his education before returning to the Octagon. Jiri also confirmed it.
I want to be back in the summer, after the summer, because I have to finish my university magister, and around March, June, yeah, something like that.
What are you learning at the university?
It's the sports university of departments, law, and the martial art. There is a lot of martial arts, like, yeah. So that's why I chose that. So Masaryk University, yeah.
Before we continue, hit that subscribe button to help the channel. Bruno Silva, once praised for being the only UFC fighter to go the distance with knockout artist Alex Pereira, has officially parted ways with the promotion. Recent performances saw a steep decline in form, with multiple defeats, culminating in a devastating knockout loss that ultimately led to his release. His exit marks a significant step back in a career that once showed flashes of top contender potential. It remains unclear whether Silva plans to continue fighting in another organization or take time off to regroup. Charles Oliveira has responded to Ilia Topuria. In case you didn't know, Ilia Topuria recently made a statement about a potential fight with Oliveira. In that post, he said that he's coming to fulfill his dream and offered a preemptive apology to Charles. Oliveira responded by saying, "I'm not really paying attention to what Topuria and his camp are up to. My focus is on my own journey. I've gone into every recent fight with the same trusted team, and I know they've got my back. They'll break down his style and figure out where we can capitalize. We're still mapping out the strategy, but for us, the priority is making the most of my strengths. He's no joke, I respect his skills, but I also know the kind of danger I bring inside that cage. My striking, my mindset, everything is dialed in. This time, I'm leaving nothing behind. I've made a commitment, and I'm coming for that title with everything I've got." Sean Strickland showcases his wrestling skills against Olympic gold medalist Kyle Snyder. On his Instagram profile, Strickland posted a video of himself wrestling, with the caption, "Did some real wrestling in honor of Kyle Snyder. Man's an American hero. Country is turning real communist lately."
What's the one thing in life you can do for free, but you can't pay for? We're about to do some real wrestling in honor of my boy Snyder. You ready to wrestle? Hell yeah! Get on my back, strong man. Hold me down. On you go. Give me a go. Go. Stop. You ain't. I thought you were wrestling. Oh God, wrestling's hard. Hey, Callouts, for you, man. Free Kyle Snyder. Get it.
Conor McGregor announced a possible comeback. After Dana White shared information about massive fights coming up, Conor McGregor couldn't stay silent. On social media, he said, "Wow. Real exciting times again in the UFC. Oh yes. Bravo Dana White. Never a doubt." He also spoke out on his Instagram profile where he said, "At Dana White. Call that big nurse." And after that he said, "Let's get this show started. With the UFC tag. Is this a possible comeback or just hype? Write your opinion in the comments." Ilia Topuria says Islam Makhachev might be mentally broken.
Islam ahora mismo es que no lo sé, ahora está en un momento que mentalmente yo creo que está roto. Porque no creo que te venga de forma positiva el hecho de que sabes en tu interior que has abandonado una división por miedo, porque no hay ninguna otra explicación. Tú imagínate que yo hubiera abandonado peso pluma, teniendo a un Max Holloway todavía que vencer en el peso, o a un contendiente que realmente se mereciera que estuviera barriendo a toda la división y que todo el mundo estuviera chillando su nombre. Pues, ¿qué te diría eso? Bueno, pues no sé cómo le va a afectar a nivel mental eso en peso welter, pero no lo sé, la verdad. Ya con su vida lo que quiere.
Merab Dvalishvili's sparring partner for his upcoming rematch with Sean O'Malley has a style very similar to Suga. Robert Whittaker believes that Jack Della Maddalena will defeat Islam Makhachev. He also commented on the fight between Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira.
But like I said, it is hard to try to get like an accurate gauge on what it's going to look like, not knowing how Islam is going to look when he moves up. Okay, it's always the question everybody asks when anybody is moving up a weight division or down a weight division. Okay, there's so many unknowns involved. But saying that, I think that Islam can do everything that Belal does, but way better. Okay, way better. So, and the fight, I thought Jack handedly had the fight, but it was a fight. Okay, so I don't think it'll be an easy fight for Jack, but I believe in Jack. I think he's got that X factor. He's got that hunger there. You know, he's got the ticker, and you know, just like with Belal, just like with Burns before, I think he can do the impossible. Like, I was curious, like anybody else, with Topuria versus Makhachev, right? Everybody wanted that fight. But I'm just as excited for Topuria and like Oliveira. I think that'll be such a good gauge as to how Topuria is going to move around in that division, moving up in the weight division, fighting heavier guys, what he looks like. I'm really excited for that proposition as well. Not to mention, I want all the good things for Jack. I want this big fight. I want this chance at forever greatness for Jack.
Aljamain Sterling also shared his opinion on the fight between Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira, and he believes that Ilia will defeat Charles.
Versus Charles Oliveira, great matchup. Ilia still gets a chance to fight for gold to become a two-weight champion, two-division champion. This is interesting because Oliveira gets dropped every fight, just about every fight. The last 8 fights, I would say. With that said, we know Ilia Topuria can crack. We've seen him get dropped before by Jai Herbert. Came back. That was the first time he fought at 155. He says he feels better at 155. His power is way different at 155. We know he can already crack at 45. What is that power going to translate into at 155? And if he could touch Charles the way he hits everybody else, I think it's a bad night, and I think it's Ilia's a two-division champion. But the grappling department, we haven't seen anyone force the grappling issue against Ilia, and I wonder if Du Bronx will try to do that to see if he can gas him out and take away some of the pop from his punches. That's the big question mark. Oliveira's not a wrestler. He's going to probably have to use the clinch. He has really good body lock. He might even pull guard if he gets hurt. That's what he does. But he's really good off of his back, except if he's hurt to the point where he can't recover. But he's good at tying guys up. This is a hard one. I like Ilia in this one. I don't know. But it's hard to count out Du Bronx. Du Bronx is, I still think he's him. But then I said that about Max. I said that about Volk. And I'm not saying that those guys were going to win against Ilia, but like Ilia, you have to put him back on his back foot and see how well he fights from that position versus when he's going forward. When he's going forward, he's a nightmare. Not many guys are stopping his pressure, stopping his calf kicks. And even when you throw something, he does such a good job of just sliding back. And then he's going back forward again. And that Matador style, just rocking side to side, waiting to slip, waiting to rip. And again, he does his best work.
That wraps up today's UFC update. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment in the octagon. Is Topuria truly the future of the division, or will Oliveira prove that experience still rules the cage? Drop your take in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.